And I believe my sound should be good. This one is not going to have a light because I don't have somewhere to plug it in right now. Oh well, who needs that ring light anyway? So I actually have to hop out of the live on Instagram because I'm supposed to have a private podcast audience event as well. So for those of you that are anticipating me being in the podcast audience stream, I will be headed over there. So thanks for, let me just write this. Thanks for taking a look behind the scenes. I'm just giving people time to get off of work, honestly, y'all. This day for the podcast was chosen because it's my non-parenting day, as though you can ever really not be a parent. I'm trying to figure out how to get us more light, but honestly, without me having some more USBs, my laptop only has 2 USB ports, so I have to get the extenders, and I prefer to be on time in the camera than trying to resituate everything for you guys. But I will do my best right now to switch this up because I do have a tool given to me by my former employer, my most recent former employer, that will allow for me. It's a nice little holder. Let me not make anything drop. That means I'm gonna have a microphone. Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me now? All right, I guess that's working. So we've been on for 4 minutes and 35 seconds. Nobody's joined us yet, which doesn't bother me a bit. I don't mind talking to myself. We're talking relationships today, and we are also I have to laugh because I didn't realize, I thought I had blocked my mom, but I didn't. She's trying to say she's a very forgiving person and people went too far. That's hilarious. She's not that forgiving. She isn't. Like, honestly, she doesn't know when she goes too far. It's a reflection, right? It's a reflection on what you did to others and whether they're going to continue to accept you mistreating them. Just a message, just a thought. All right. Why are you guys seeing the back of this? Huh. This camera is going to a lot. So let's move this out the way. All right, that's better. And then I'm supposed to be in the Facebook events. Where's my events? My events. Hosting. It says I haven't hosted anything today. I apologize. If you're in that group, it's just me still learning and trying to figure this out. So please bear with me. I appreciate y'all so much. I don't know if that means I need to go to my pages. I don't know what that is. Your groups. Aha, here we go. So, yeah. I am prepared in the sense that I have my materials ready. I have my topics ready. And so tonight's podcast is about how do we heal our relationships, right? So my dad, Kenny R. Williams Sr., the EVP of the Chicago White Sox, always said, women are catty creatures. So what I say to that, especially after hanging out with my wonderful circle of friends, Juana, my business partner, Kira couldn't come, but my VDP fam, love you. Love you and the people you brought into my life. Agent K, who sponsored the first two podcasts. I explained to him what he did, but we also have to redo his raffle. He said we're going to redo it. You can go on a date with Agent K, otherwise known as Kirk. But you want to find the cats you like. You want to find the cats you trust. If you know, back in the day, old school folks used to say, cat daddy and all that hip jive and all that good stuff. So there's that. I also wanted to touch base on Valencia's book. Oh, I'm sorry. I do have my phone getting UV light. I bought this on clearance at Walgreens. I was trying to sanitize it. This is by Vivitar, which I know them as a camera company from when my uncle had his photography studio. I'm familiar with them for that. And then also, obviously, I have the iPhone, so I can understand y'all iPhone people, because I'm not an iPhone person. I know iPhone says it's secure, but they be looking at your data, and I don't like that. I don't like that iPhone wants to look at my data. So there's that. And then tonight, my DJ friend sent me an event to check out so I can unwind. I had fun this weekend with my friends. I got my Zen cup of decaffeinated mango something tea. I think Bigelow is the brand, but don't let anyone take your Zen. This cup says Zen on it. What else did I need to tell you guys? What I needed to tell you was, I'm getting another behind the scenes going. The prize for today is the dream catcher. I can get you a real one too, but this one's for your wall. And then the other thing for today is As always, know that we are supporting the nonprofit Chicago Urban League. Because whoop whoop, guys, I have an interview as far as being a Chicago Urban League Impact Fellow. I'm so excited. So thank y'all to all y'all who supported me, who are praying for me. I appreciate y'all so much. Sorry, I'm hydrating. It's hot in Chicago. Redfin is the company, the real estate company I used to find my home, and Lamar is no longer with Redfin, but Lamar Austin is a broker. I have a lot of broker friends. Casey Ann Reed, shout out to you. I think she's with Compass now, and Sherry Lynn Jevitz, shout out to Sherry Lynn. She is an independent broker who also has a property manager job. It just reminds me of the old school show Moonlighting. If you've ever watched old school TV, Bruce Willis was in that. Check it out. So what else do I have for you guys here? I cleaned my screens with the K cloth, the koala cloth. My mom gave me this. So shop koala. There's a QR code. And then Valencia's book is under these, but I had to get the Pinoy Humor because I mentioned it last time. And yeah, my first dog, King Louie, who passed away, got the cover of that. And I got that book in the Philippines, so I don't even know how to get another one. But Valencia Joy, I met a guy, and other things you can only discuss with your sister girlfriends. I learned that she's the only girl in her family. I'm the only girl in my family too. So, oh shoot, I just realized I missed Aisha's seminar. I feel so bad. Let me just text her, y'all. Oh, that's a different Aisha. I'm just telling her to put the next one. Put the next one on my radar. And the reason why I thought of Aisha is because she's the one who introduced me to Valencia. VJoy on Instagram. All right, let's see. I got Valencia Joy. We talked about that a tiny bit. I'm not sure if I'm going to go a full hour, guys. I'll be honest with you. I've been really strongly in need of getting my taxes done for my business. So I've been collecting the receipts and getting my desk organized. That's why if you saw me the other day, my desk is super messy because I'm trying to get that organized. The other thing I'd like to recommend is the 5 Love Languages. They have so many different 5 Love Languages books, and I downloaded the app, which is like Love Notes or something. And there's a downloadable discussion guide, building relationships e-newsletter. And if you don't know what the 5 love languages are, it's words of affirmation, quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, and physical touch. So I don't know if any of you all care to guess what my 5 love language or what my primary love languages are. It's pretty balanced between quality time and acts of service. So if you want to be in my life and stay, which somebody's doing a really good job of earning their stripes. And I'm so proud of him, and I'm proud of me, and I'm proud of us for talking through some things and just trying to support one another and seeing what's going on. Oh, I just realized this light's not even on. I don't know why. Is there a button? Oh, yeah, there is. My bad. Ah, we've got light. Oh, we've got light, y'all. Let me show you behind the scenes. All right, so let me finish this live. What else I got for you guys? What else do I have? Oh, you're gonna love this. You're truly gonna love this. Becoming by Michelle Obama. The relationship is a prototype. If you want inspiration, if you need a prototype to follow, oh, that one's off. I don't have to worry about that one anymore. If you need a prototype to follow, then this is the one. Lilia, I really get to your bed. See my relationship with my dog? She can be a good listener. The key I was going to say about 5 love languages in my notes is that communication is critical. The reason why you need to know the 5 love languages is because it teaches you how to communicate and make sure your partner feels loved. Oh, another shout out to Chicago Urban League. Thank you so much for the Solar Career Fair. If you're wondering how I sourced my new job, that was one of the career fairs I attended. So honestly, the Chicago Urban League does have an entrepreneurship center. You should really, really check it out. Check out their website. I had it up on episode 4, I believe. And I believe this is episode 6. So Nexamp gave me this nice biodegradable pen. I really need for you guys to check out the first solar company that started in Chicago, because that small business is now competing with bigger businesses. And what he needs is 10 low-income single-family home residents to get a government contract. So if you know anyone, can refer anyone, please let me know. But this book was a gift to me from my mother. Our relationship is very much tense right now. She just thinks she knows everything, and I don't tell her everything for a reason. She takes a lot of things out of context, and she'll always tell me it's your fault. So there it is. That's how that goes. But anyway, Becoming. This was a wonderful book. I read it. We all love Michelle Obama. I even bought this roll-on oils from my client, Smoky Smoke Shop. Michaela still hasn't finished their flyer, which is fine because mommy needs to finish it, but I also have to pay Canva. Check don't hit till tomorrow, though. So sorry. Life is real right now. The other thing I wanted to share with you guys, as far as relationships, and I'm not just talking romantically, I'm talking business, I'm talking family, I'm talking all types of relationships. Your relationship with yourself. I always buy myself these encouraging little notebooks. Like this one says, today is my greatest adventure. I have another one. I got this when I was working in healthcare. I have another one that says, today I'm going to be so great. I'm going to make yesterday jealous. I love that one. The other thing, this is a paint and sip and paint event I went to with my girlfriends. This is the results of that. So that typically stays in my bedroom. So anyone who's been in my room, like my lady friends, when we try on outfits and stuff, they've been in there. Contractors have been in there. My boo, bae of some sort, because I do like him. I do care for him. We've conversed. Is that a real word? I think it is. Past tense of conversation, yeah. And then the other thing is that he has a lot on his plate and I have a lot on my plate. So what the understanding we had to come to for one another is that we have to make time for one another and we have to follow through. I was looking for it. I couldn't find the 4 agreements, but one of those, like I mentioned before, is be impeccable with your words. So we're going to work on that together. The other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is business relationships. I've met more than one billionaire in my life. Isn't that cool? Mr. Reinsdorf, who owns the White Sox, is a billionaire. He made his money in real estate. And you can Google that. It's not like some private, secret information that I'm sharing. The other, I like my Yeti. I really should have put my cold water in my Yeti. Love my Yeti. I used it at the beach. I used a whole bunch of Yeti stuff at the beach yesterday. Keeps things really cold. It's high quality. It's worth the investment. I got that for free $99 though, y'all. You know I didn't pay for that. That's from my old employer. And I'm supposed to be fixing my throat. So I was going to tell y'all about billionaires, right? Rich people. What can I say about rich people? They're pieces of work. We are all pieces of work. We are all art. My mother made me. My grandmother made me. Family tree, the roots, everything else. My mom even gave me this dress. Come on, guys. So the thing you want to know about billionaires is the way that I met Sam Zell. Look him up. is when I was running the internship program at the investment bank. I'm going to shout out Loop Capital Markets. Thank you, Jim and Sandy Reynolds, personal family friends. Check out Kendall Miles Design. Their daughter makes luxury footwear. If you want to support Black-owned business, if you want to support your people, if you can afford $500 shoes. Lilia, I'm talking. You see my relationship with my dog? That's Sam Zell. I've met Stedman Graham. You know how I met him? Safer Foundation was holding an event, and I worked for Jim as his assistant vice president, and he was probably on the board. If not on the board of that, he was definitely the board chairman for the Chicago Urban League, hence why I support the Chicago Urban League, and I'm so familiar with them. Sorry, I love my beats. I want to get new ones so bad. God, please bless me with new beats. Because I saw some cute colored ones. But he did a talk all about his book, Identity to Passport to Freedom, the 9-step success process. He walked us through each page of this book. It has his, printed signature, not his actual one. I should have asked him to autograph it. I got a little shy. See, I do get shy, guys, around people I don't know well that I know could mess up my life because they got the money to do it. But it's published by Success Books. I do follow success.com. I do recommend you follow it. I think Darren Hardy is the current person in charge. Oh, there's a Barack Obama quote in here. I didn't even realize that. It says, in reaffirming the greatness of our nation, we understand that greatness is never given. It must be earned. Okay. So, the introduction says, today the evidence is everywhere. At no other time in history has there been a greater need or a better opportunity for people to be the leaders of their lives, to claim their rights as human beings, which includes the freedom to achieve their full potential. Now, y'all, this is a message. If there's not one thing I can say, it's a message. Oh, this isn't even open. I love purple, so I buy purple pens all the time. Where is my pen? I don't want the black one. I wanted to do it in color. Yeah, I get a little twangy sometimes when I'm like, I got to talk to myself. So anyhow, what I would do is in high school, I had an awesome teacher. I don't remember her name. It'll come to me, but she had red curly hair. She was my AP English teacher. But anyway, she taught us how to take notes if you didn't have color pens. So we'd be starring, underline, double, underline, circle. So those are cool tricks. So I'll just read you guys the steps. Identity, the collective aspect of the set of characteristics by which a thing is definitively, pardon my enunciation, definitively recognizable or known. Jan Miller, it is not where you are, it is where you are going. So let's see, step 1. I think I can get it all in the contents. Make it easier on y'all. Contents. 9-step success process. Step 1, check your ID. Step 2, create your vision. Step 3, develop your travel plan. Step 4, master the rules of the road. Step 5, step into the outer limits. Step 6, pilot the seasons of change. Step 7, build your dream team. Step 8, win by a decision. And step 9, commit to your vision. And I distinctly remember when he opened up his talk, he said, I know you all think you know who I am. You think I'm just Oprah's man. He was like, I'm more than Oprah's man. I was a man before I met Oprah, right? Truth, gospel. So many of us spend years trying to find out who we are, and sadly, too many of us never do. If we fail to define ourselves, we risk letting others define us by our race, gender, and background. We buy into the labels that keep us in a box, and as a result of those limitations, never realize our greatest potential. Stedman Graham, next to the contents, table of contents. All right, so let's get to Sam Zell. He used to own, I believe it was the Tribune Company. I love his because it reminds me of Outlander, where Claire says that there's a lot of things in history that have actually been reintroduced multiple times, okay? So he says a picture is worth 1,000 words. Sam Zell. Do you really think he was the first person to say that? Quotations from the chairman. Let me tell you what else he taught my interns, okay? And I came on a Saturday, so I got this cute thank you. Oh, I do have that box out, but I'm not going to get up anymore, guys. he gave me this, they gave me this cute clock box from Things Remembered. I love Things Remembered. I buy stuff from them as well. But anyway, quotations from the chairman. So what he told us is that, he went to law school and he recommends going to law school over getting your MBA. But he said he finished law school and went interviewing at all these law firms. And he's like, he got tired of them wasting his time. They said he said that they told him he was so smart that they wouldn't hire him, but they loved talking to him. So that's why he was forced to do his own thing. Go figure. So Sam says, and he had someone make this for him, and he has like this gift that he creates for everyone once a year. And he told us about some of the gifts. They're like, I don't know, it's a toy maker, but some of them just sounded amazingly cool. And he sends them out to his friends every year. So send out gifts, even if it's just a card, whatever's in your own budget, right? Because everybody budgets. Whether you're rich, you're poor, you budget. You got 1 cent, you budgeting that 1 cent. You got 5 cents, you budgeting those 5 cents. Do you ever remember those little holders that stores used to have? It said, if you need a penny, take a penny. If you need 5 or more, get a job. Or you could work for Streetwise in Chicago. That's what the homeless people do because they don't want to be worried about y'all. I'll be honest with y'all. I think I met a homeless young man who was 29 years old, and I think he was schizophrenic on the beach, and I felt really bad for him. Bear in mind, I used to work in healthcare. I had several positions. Not only did I sell pharmaceuticals, but I used to sell hospice services, and I also was an admissions and marketing director for a long-term care facility that had both assisted living, a SNF, which is a skilled nursing facility, and I think they call it supportive living in Illinois, but this was in Wisconsin. I did do the same job, only they call me a community liaison in South Holland and Bridgeview for a company based out of Skokie, right? So I know how to work with many people. When you're looking for a job, I hope you're not picky and choosy about being kind to one another, right? But you are picky and choosy about who you're going to work with. Correct? I believe so. So I believe this young man was schizophrenic because he told me his name was Jay. He had all these questions. I felt like I was speaking to a teenager, but he said he was 29. I get a phone call this morning and I'm like, is this Jay? And he's like, no. So I feel like it might have been one of his other personalities, but I don't know. And I didn't push the issue. He was harmless. Just be kind to others. Okay. You never know what someone's going through. If you are my Facebook friend, you got to see some unpleasant pictures from the domestic violence assault that I was experiencing in my marriage, the only marriage I've had. It's why I'm skittish. It's why I'm hesitant to get married again. But I told my kids I would do it. My son said, Mommy, you have to get married. It makes you more beautiful. I was like, I can't be beautiful not married. He said, you need to get married, Mom. Okie dokie. Let's get back to Sam's Zone. To have someone create this book. Let's bring it back. Unless you're the lead dog, the scenery never changes. Okay? All right. The enemy is without. I love this one. Because when I have my friends around Arthur Table's round table, only it's Mika's round table. When I had Joe with me, oh my God, that's totally what it made me think of. Because when people in your circle are going through things, they're going to possibly undermine you. Family, friends, business partners, it happens to the best of us. Trust me, I've been through it. And I'm hoping it's not going to happen with my sponsorship, custom sponsorship I'm trying to get for the Silver Room sound system block party. So shout out to Silver Room block party. All right. The enemy is without. Trying to be 100%, trying to be right 100% of the time leads to paralysis. So my private audience group gets to see these first. And then the next one says, show me the money. Liquidity equals value. Are you liquid? I'm so leveraged. I'm not liquid yet. I'll be liquid tomorrow when my stuff hits my accounts. All right. If you're not moving forward, you're falling behind. You see the picture? And he used this to speak to my interns. I think you should surrender. Am I being too subtle? It's a duck or a goose. Look, I think you should surrender. Hilarious, right? Okay. With a long-term asset such as real estate, it's a lot better to be early than late. And a man's on an island and it says space for rent and the boat. Reminds me of Grey's Anatomy, honestly. They've had like a lot of episodes similar to that whole experience. Or if you like, I'm half Filipino. Philippine Islands, there's like over 1,000, 1,100 Philippine islands. So I'm an island girl, but I'm also a desert girl because I'm Asian American and African American, otherwise known as Black, otherwise known as colored people, otherwise known as just plain American. When you go to Europe, you just plain American. And they have all these thoughts about our culture. And are we going to allow them to keep shaping our cultural identity like that? I don't know. All right. We suffer from knowing the numbers. Oh, this is perfect for the cards. We're on June 19th. We're doing a Father's Day Juneteenth event with Chicago MMA and Shawnee, Mr. International card game night, art gala, first ever for Shawnee. And it's going to be exciting. I'm excited about it. But it says, we suffer from knowing the numbers. Let there be light. I love this thing. Okay. Be a risk taker. However, define risk by your own terms. This one has a gun in it, y'all. Message. And then the next one. Superior achievements are not obtained by accepting conventional wisdom as anything other than a historical reference point. A penny saved. Oh, they're at a casino, y'all. Ever play penny slots? I've done that on a cruise ship before. I'm one of those people where scared money don't win. I'd be like, scared money. I'd rather buy purse. All right, last one. Let the asset be what it wants to be. Let's define yourself. Define your own identity. You know, Trump put his name on a big old building. You know, I don't like to mention the T name, but we talking spades. Who's going to trump all this other stuff? I don't know. And then on the back, it says, I think you should surrender copyright 2004 by Equity Groups Investments, LLC. It is a very fundamental to read the details. I'm a detail-oriented person. Sometimes people get on me for that, but I'm very much a detail-oriented person. So let me just tell you, got this most likely from Walgreens or from the gift shops in the hospitals. Like I said, this was a gift for my mom, most likely from Costco. We love Costco. We love Sam's Club. I purchased this one myself. I purchased this one from Amazon. There's still some copies available. And let's read some Pinoy Humor. I'm trying not to close out early. I really, really want to, y'all, because, again, taxes are due. And I got a letter from IRS saying they approved me as a pass-through entity, but now that I'm going to have I have a shareholder, I'm like, how does that impact that? So I need to talk to my accountant, but she needs some paperwork for me. So like, which one comes first? So anyway, Pinoy Humor. If you're Filipino, you already understand this. If you know Filipinos, you probably have experienced this. Filipinos can be very inappropriate with their humor. And 98% of the Philippines is Catholic. So 98% of the Philippines is to your face going to tell you the truth and smile because our religion told us to do so. Anyway, Pinoy Humor, jokes, witticisms, and nuggets of wisdom with a Filipino twist. War of the Sexes. Let's go to that. My grandma was laughing at this so much. Marriage is an institution that has withstood time, the elements, wars, assorted calamities like typhoons and earthquakes, and even the aggravations of mothers-in-law. Many consider the experience a mistake. Others have found contentment, happiness, and fulfillment in it. Whatever the case, marriage, including its many variations such as live-in and same-sex relations, has always been a rich source of humor. H. Promises, promises. That's all I get. Promises. A divorced couple was bitterly contesting the custody of their children. The ex-wife told the judge, Your Honor, the children logically belong to me. I was the one who brought them into this world. The ex-husband retorted, But Your Honor, following the logic of my former wife, if I put a coin into a vending machine and a Coke comes out, who owns the Coke? I, who inserted the coin, or the machine that brought out the Coke? Women are just a machine for men? Wow, really? Ugh. Husband, if I die, will you remarry? Wife, I guess so. Husband, will you remember me? Wife, I guess so. Husband, will you let him use my golf clubs? Wife, no way, he's left-handed. Oh, she already got someone in mind. Woo! Honey, look at this magazine article. It says here a bull can have sex 3,000 times a year. H, ignoring the broad hint. Does the article say if the bull does it with the same cow? This is Filipino humor. I needed to laugh, so this is good. I'm going to go to 6:45, y'all. I do apologize for ending early, but I hope you'll give me some grace. A young wife suspects her husband of having an affair. She goes to a fortune teller who confirms her worst suspicion. Yes, your no good husband is cheating on you, says the fortune teller, but I can foresee that he'll soon die a violent death. The wife smiles. Can you also foretell if I will be acquitted? Wow. Wow. Really? Wow. All right. One more. A man comes home and sees his wife clad in a negligee. She murmurs to him seductively, tie me up and do anything you want. So the man ties her up and gags her. Then he goes to bed with the maid. Boom, boom, womp, womp, boom. That's the one I'm closing on? Really? All right. This is awesome. I'll read from it again. I did want to share with y'all that I have an amazingly wonderful relationship with my grandmother. I lived with her for quite some time. I remember when my mom's like, they think they raised you. I'm like, it takes a village. I did live with her till I was in the 3rd grade. And then they took me to Washington in the 3rd grade and the school went on strike. So then I came back for the 4th grade. So yeah, mama raised me for quite some time, actually. Don't steal my zen. Just saying, it takes a village. And my kids have an awesome village. Our village truly looks out for us. Like I said the other day, when Tupac says, there's not a woman alive that can take my mama's place, there's several women who have stepped up in my life when I was short on cash, when I needed a hug, when I just needed love. Because my mom did a lot. She managed 2 households in different states. My mom worked very hard behind the scenes. And my dad won a world championship for his employer. She's deserving of so many things. So don't get me wrong. I told someone today, it's not that I don't love my mother. It's not that. It's that her support comes with strings attached. And I would rather cut those strings and live off the street like my schizophrenic friend. I've thought about living out of my car before. That's how real my life has gotten. And I'm not ashamed to tell you guys. I've lived a life. I've had experiences. I've done the best I could. And I won't apologize for that. As a woman who's gone to family court multiple times to get divorced, the court said I did a default adoption. I had no idea in the state of Illinois that that would be a problem, that my husband took my daughter as his daughter. She was going to be his daughter. He's planning on raising her. In the state of Wisconsin, is whoever's your husband's name's going to go on the birth certificate. So you know that's the real reason why. I was like, this man's name not need to be on not another birth certificate. And do you know my son's daddy's name's not even on his birth certificate unless he fixed it? Because I sure was like, I ain't taking the time to do all that. I do have to say, I thought of Wendy Williams and how she would spill the tea and where her mind is at now. And I felt for her so much. So much. But anyway, I'm not Kermit the Frog. I'm not Wendy Williams. I am a Williams, though, by adoption. I'm an adopted kid. My dad raised me. My daddy was in them streets. My daddy was in and out of jail. I would go down to Statesville to visit him, go through security, get patted down, all that good stuff. That's my truth. Black people have been through a lot. We didn't get our 40 acres and a mule. So we talked. This is the last day. Oh, I guess I should pub this. It's the last day for mental health awareness. I've talked about the fact that I have a therapist. I've talked about it's not my preferred tool. Shawnee even has said, he's like, therapy is working out. Your endorphins get released. Therapy is talking to your girlfriends. Therapy is talking to your guy friends. Therapy is talking to your 4 brothers that get on your last flipping nerve. Please support on TikTok, Viral Shooter Brother. Please support on Instagram, 24/7 ATM here. Please support on Instagram, Kyle Williams 15. Please support on Instagram, DQ Will. Brothers. I have 4 of them. The one that's most like my dad, the junior, he stopped talking to me as soon as he realized my dad was upset with me and he filed the money. I'm not mad at it. I know him. His birthday is literally a month after mine. So what? He's a Gemini. Them Geminis, you gotta be careful. I love Geminis, don't get me wrong. Although my one cousin who's a Gemini who thinks she knows everything is like rudest, snottiest. And her mama. Her mama's a Virgo. Like my kid, she thinks she know everything too. I don't even talk to her. I barely talk to her. I minimize talking to her. She still buys me gifts, and I'm like, you testified against me in court. You're supposed to be on my side. You're my family. But hey, she knows everything. What am I, chopped liver? Apparently so. All right. So, yeah, family. You got to be careful of the people that are in your circle. They can turn on you. I was saying to myself, I was like, I really need to start having people sign non-disclosure agreements when they come to my house because I don't know. I meet so many people. I can't keep track of what's going on in everyone's life. So I want to share that with you guys. If you think people know what's going on in your life, double check. Call them up. Communication is key. Communication is key. And remember, when you communicate, you want to incorporate the 5 love languages, whether you're with an army person, dated army people, whether you're with a teacher, whether you're with a janitor, my grandfather, whether you're with a busy executive vice president or general manager, check in using their love language. Let me show you all this again. I love that app. I really should share my screen and show you all the app, but you got to check in. If it's a social worker, oh my God. I have several friends that are social workers. Is that Gary? I can't tell who that is. I would love to get Gary in on this. I forgot to ask Gary and Gabe if they wanted to pop in, but I didn't want to be last minute asking my friends to join. But anyway, 5 love languages. Gary Chapman. Oh, you can see my old employer. They gave me this screen wiper thing. I'm not gonna pub for them, but because this name's not even accurate. They got bought out. And then, look, there's a Target receipt in here. But anyway, I'm stuck on language number 3, receiving gifts, and I've skipped around in this book. Let me pull a quote or 2 for you. I'll wash the clothes every night if it makes her feel that good. Your picture of a perfect mate should give you some idea of your primary love language. She didn't want advice. She just wanted to know that I understood. That's in love language number 2, quality time. So those are some quotes from here. I'm trying to get to 45 minutes, y'all. Oh, I'm almost there. So let me pull some quotes for you guys from Michelle Obama's book, Becoming. Oh, have y'all seen this? Pictures from her childhood. Let's see. When she was a little girl, Michelle Robinson's world was the south side of Chicago, where she and her brother Craig, I know Craig Robinson because his ex-wife worked with me at Loop Capital Markets, shared a bedroom in their family's upstairs apartment and played catch in the park, and where her parents, Fraser and Marion Robinson, raised her to be outspoken and unafraid. By the time I was 14, I basically thought of myself as half a grown-up anyway, maybe even as 2/3 of a grown-up. I'd gotten my period, which I announced immediately and with huge excitement to everyone in the house because that was just the kind of household we had. Interesting, right? Right. Then we have, pulling from Valencia, I met a guy. Periods in men, whether they're coming or going, both may make you laugh or cry. In Valencia's comedic debut release, she's discussing it all, like when it's okay to go pantyless or how to go about healing after divorce. So grab your drink and some food. It's time to discuss life, your panties, and relationships with your favorite sister girlfriend. Oh, she's going to be one of my favorite sister girlfriends. I can tell right now. So, y'all, I made it to 45 minutes. I'm about to get to 46 minutes. I truly, truly appreciate you. I appreciate all my friends, my loves, my people, and even my haters, because y'all, I saw you restricting me and blocking me on the Instagram. Even though the purple one event was fun, I got restricted by someone I was taking pictures with, who was at the last Tuesday event that I supported with my DJ friend. Shout out to DJ Craig Elliott, part of the VDP fam, longtime friend of mine. Shout out to Jay Wallace, who we'd go to Funky Buddha Lounge. I don't think Funky Buddha exists anymore in Chicago. But if you've been in Chicago long enough, you know these places. You know Cinnabar. We miss Cinnabar. Ooh, they used to do a Cinnabar revival. Hey, shout out to DJ Alan King. I was listening to him on Twitch. Get on Twitch if you're not already on Twitch. But whatever floats your boat, whatever makes you happy, do that. Give yourself credit, give yourself grace for having gone through some things, because Lord knows, I've been through some things. Get you some prayer. If you don't like God, find you a good something to pray, speak to, talk to. You don't have to pray. Just talk to whatever floats your boat. If you're an atheist, if you are I dated an agnostic. You believe there's something out there, but you don't want to give it a name. If you like Buddha, if you like the Hindu gods, whatever floats your boat. Get your relationship spiritually. Get you business relationships. Get you friends. If you feel like your friendship circle's like not connected, reach out. Pick up the phone. Make a phone call. Your colleagues, your coworkers, make friends with them. Friend them on Facebook selectively, though, especially when you work with them. LinkedIn's the better place for that. LinkedIn.com. And I'm on LinkedIn.com, www.linkedin.com/n/TEMEKAWMS. And the closing thought I have for y'all is please, 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 if you're not already planning something for Juneteenth and you're in Chicago or want to come to Chicago, please join us at Chicago MMA at 1528 North Halsted Street. You should know these things, right? I guess I could show you guys the event more, share my screen for that. Because I did work very hard on that. Let me pull it up. I think I have a window up with it already. So then I just gotta go to share my screen. Bear with me, please. Thank you. Okay. I'm looking for event more. All right. So if for you guys in the podcast audience, you're not going to get to see it unless you go to the other places. This is being broadcast. But this is the Juneteenth Father's Day Art, MMA, and Card Game Night with LITE. So if you don't know Event More, it's a Black-owned company that shares cultural events. I love it. They even shouted us out, unbeknownst to me, for my events. But this is the next event. You can see the podcast with Shawnee's on there. Oh, I have it on there twice. Oh, no, that's episode 4 when I had to bump him. And then it's telling you that it is an art. While the art gala is going on, we'll be celebrating Father's Day with friendly card games. And you can also get raffle tickets for a dad-focused gift basket. Each raffle ticket is $2, and they're available on www.loveinspiredteache.com. Payments are accepted via PayPal, Zelle, and the GoDaddy platform. And the GoDaddy platform is our website. And there's a link on the website to let you buy raffle tickets. That's our primary sponsor. I got it right, 1528 North Halstead Street. So that's all I've got for you guys tonight. If anyone, thank you to those who did pop in. I hope you engage in discussion. Tell me what your thoughts are. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tap the notification bell, and know that merch is coming. I think I got it. I think I got all of them. And don't forget to share. Please share. We are a woman-owned company. We are trying to get into the black and not stay in the red. So anything you can do to support us is much appreciated. Much appreciated. So let me just write my thank you all for watching. We hope to see you next week. Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central Time. Please tell a friend and have a good night. And then I like to do my little kiss winky thing. That's how I am. Oh, Lilia, please stop. Please feel free to join the private Facebook group. Lighters of Love Inspire Teach E, if you haven't already. For healthy discussion in a safe place to keep the culture healthy, our culture. Add some tags. I think 4 tags should be enough because I get tired of typing all this, and then you guys are watching me and learning from me. Just add Tuesday. Ooh, it's Taco Tuesday. But we're tantalizing Tuesdays. Okay, got that in. All right, and that's that. So I made it 53 minutes, y'all. Yay me with this froggy throat of mine. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you again. I love you guys. And I probably will add some banners and other things soon, very soon. I will get this light together for next time because I got shadow on one side. Don't forget the wellness company, Say Bella. That's everything on my face. Good night. Be safe. I love you.